What is going on, guys? It's JFC here. I'm going to show you first and foremost one of the easiest trading methods that you can ever do. And I want to talk about it now first because I know many people are on the web app right now, are trading, selling, stuff like that. Just basically just trying to make as much coins as they can before the game drops. And it's like a trading method, but it's also just kind of like a rule of thumb when it comes to selling players in FIFA basically at any time. And that is this. It used to be called the Tech Avion method. I don't know really where it got that name from. Now it's just called the lazy buy method. Many of you probably know what the I'm very sick, by the way, so pardon my voice. Many people probably know what lazy buying means, but many people don't understand just how easy it is to get people to lazy buy your cards. And I will show you an example of it here. So in my club, I have Declan Rice, right? 84 rated. I didn't want to sell him right away because I believe he's going to go up in price. We'll see what he is now. So 1,900. So I am not going to sell Declan Rice. That is not going to happen. Let's look at Sabitzer. By the way, I'll get into this in a little bit. Every single thing I said was going to happen, like these players rising in price, not just happened, but it happened by a bigger percentage than I even expected. So Sabitzer's 1,000 coins. So the best time to do this method is probably right around that 6 p.m. UK time. People are buying guys for SBCs, stuff like that. Sabitzer's 1,000 coins. Say I packed this guy, or say I have him in my club. All you have to do is list him up for 1,300. So Sabitzer, 1,200 start, 1,300 buy now, and just list. He might not sell first hour, but you know what? He's going to eventually sell. You might be also thinking to yourself like, oh, come on, like 200-300 coins. Like what does that really do at the end of the day? You know, to make profit or whatever. But I promise you, when you open packs, because many of you are going to get the 4,600 FIFA points who pre-order the game, I want you to open those packs and list up the cards for not their cheapest. The only stipulation is if they're above like 30K, because you're less likely to get lazy buyers in that way. But any player that's under 10K has a very, very high chance of just getting lazy bought, and all of those coins really add up. Let's take a look at Cucurella. Cucurella is going for like nothing, but he's very useful for SBCs. Any Premier League left back that's high rated is going to be very, very useful for SBCs when they come out. I'm in no rush to sell this guy. It's very tempting to just sell him for their lowest price. I promise you, if you're just a little bit patient and just wait and see, sell him for 1,000. Sell him for 950. That looks better, right? The one stipulation being if a player is inflated in price because of an SBC that's out right now, then you want to sell immediately. 900, 950, and boom, list. Now, will this trading method make you 1,000,000 coins tomorrow? No. I'm not going to be like some YouTubers that lie to you and say 10K every minute, 100K an hour, that kind of thing. Those are like almost impossible to find. You're not going to find them. Now, that's the method using players, but my favorite way to do it is by using consumables. And I'm going to get into this more when the game actually comes out. If we go to search position changes, I mean, they're very expensive right now. So what you could do is buy them at their cheapest and, okay, see, so sold for 3,200 right here instantly. So basically what you could do with these, if you wanted to right now, is buy them at 2.93K, whatever they're going for, list them up for 3,600. I can guarantee you are going to get lazy buyer sales on position modifiers immediately. That's a really, really easy way to make coins. FIFA 19, when Squad Fitness was still in the game, I think it was FIFA 19 when Squad Fitness was still in the game, I made probably 1,000,000 coins off of lazy selling Squad Fitness cards because they were so important. But right now, position modifiers this year look like they might be also really, really important. So one, don't ever list them up for their absolute minimum. And two, they're really, really good trading methods. What you can also do is contracts. If you're really, really low budget, a good way to do it is when we have 100 transfer list spots, which we don't right now. But basically, just go to contracts, go for 200, or any of them 200. Well, we got to try and find gold. So you try to find rare contracts, which you can't search on here, looks like, but you can search on console, I believe. Basically, you buy rare contracts at 200 and you list them up at 400. I know it's very tedious, but if you buy 100 contracts at 200 and you sell at 400, you don't realize it, but you're putting in zero work, right? You're not studying the market. You're not scouring through and trying to find really cheap deals on certain players. You're not trying to snipe. All you're doing is pressing relist. You can make 10K an hour by doing that. When the game first comes out, this is such a good method because there's so many people playing it. So many people are going to buy contracts at just any price that's cheaper than 500 coins, basically. That's a method I will for sure be doing. It's a way to make kind of like passive coins by doing literally nothing. It's so, so nice. Last year, my favorite thing to do was position modifiers, but they don't obviously have the certain positions anymore. I was doing left wing to left mid, I think, buying like 700, selling for 1,200, and a ton of them an hour would sell. And all you're doing there is just making the easiest coins of your life by just pressing relist. It is so, so nice. It's such an easy way to do it. I personally really like trading methods that allows you to not have to spend a ton of time on the market. Many people just don't have that much time. And also they just don't want to. Many people just want to play the game, but how do I make some more coins on top of that? To me, the absolute easiest way is the tech Avion method, the lazy buy, lazy list method. It is so easy. I've been doing it for years. Millions of coins have been made, and it's not like it's impressive. Like, I have not done any work. I just figured out exactly how to do it. That's all you need to do too, is just figure out how to do it. You might say, well, what, 200 coins on every card you sell is just not that fun. Like, I want to go for 2K a card, which is really, really hard to do. But just trust me, be patient on it, and just watch your coins rise, basically. That is all there is to say about it. I will get into some more trading methods as well that are very easy when the full game comes out, but right now I wanted to talk about ways you could do it on the web app. One last thing I want to talk about was the buy window for players. Unfortunately, I've been busy and I'm now sick, so I have not really wanted to been on the game trading at all. But if I did, I would have made a killing. And if you listen to me, you would have too. Because there are certain players that like went double in price. I mean, Vinicius, I think was 60K. I think when my last video came out, he's 130K now already. Park Ji-sung, I was saying, was too cheap at 60K. I saw one at like cheaper than that earlier. He's 105K now. Cuckoo was in the 30s. He's at 57. I mean, like, basically all of these really meta players are up in price. There's a couple that aren't, so that they are still, like, you could still buy them for sure. I think could still rise. Like, Timo Werner being 5.7K. Like, if you can get him at, like, that 5K range, I don't think you can go wrong with that. I think he might still go up, too. Or some players like Rafael Leao could still maybe potentially rise up more. Araujo is another one. You know, some of these cards definitely could, but some of them also have risen a ton. Like the Mendy, who I said buy at 30 is 41. But yeah, so the market, I still think that basically the earlier you buy, the better. I still think if you could have enough coins, if you traded enough to get a team, if you have like 100K or something like that, I still think you should buy your team now. I still think these guys are going to go up even more. There's definitely potential for like even more profit here. Like Klosterman at 6K, I think that's just too low. I think when the game comes out, I think he'll be more than, like, he'll be double that. I honestly think he will be. There's definitely room to make coins on here. And I also think just there's still room to buy your team. I think just any time before, like, I'd say tomorrow at 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. UK, anytime before that is still really nice. I would not buy patch stacks. I think we're getting towards that, like, release date. Like, the ball is still only 11.75K. There's definitely some room here to make some coins. Yeah, Messi was 80K. He's now 135. So I wish I had enough coins to buy some of these guys because I would have made bank. But that is the way trading goes sometimes. Sometimes you miss out on the profit, and that's okay. Don't let it give yourself FOMO because that is not good for your health. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I am really sick, and I apologize for not having like legitimate trading clips and stuff like that. I just don't have them because I've not been on my computer, because the longer I look at my screen, the more I feel like I want to die. So hope you guys enjoyed. The release cannot come soon enough. I love you all. See you guys next one. Peace.